Bloody!
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
False!
Shout at us, and let us taste of your voice.
False!
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves. We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny. That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply.
Ro.
But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of rope. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new Thum. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Yeek! Losa! Force! Go!
Well done. Again.
Yeek! Losa! Force! Go!
You learn quickly. Once more.
Yeek! Losa! Force! Go!
Impressive. Your Thum is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. I see that you have already begun to learn the Whirlwind Sprint shout. Master Bori will teach you Na, Fury, the second word of Whirlwind Sprint.
No.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a Thum. Approach Master Bori, and he will gift you his knowledge now. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new word. Master Wulfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori?
Vex!
Wolf!
Podcast!
Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes. Stand next to me and prepare your Whirlwind Sprint. Master Bori will give the signal. Stand next to me and prepare your Whirlwind Sprint. Master Bori will give the signal.
What? No!
Vex!
What? No!
Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kynareth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kynareth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kynareth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, The dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. 5. Our leader, Partanax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you. The voice was although this gift true in the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain. No doubt you should focus on honing your voice. As I said, you will know we very few. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. Wind.
Wood! Wood! Nah! Wood! Nah! Wood! Wood! Nah! Wood! Nah! Kill!
come quietly or taste of y'all's
By order of the Jarl, stop right there.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him. Your soul belongs to me.
Where'd you come from?
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. Going to cry now, huh?
Where'd you come from?
By the order. The Jarl. By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
What the? Help! Somebody help!
Captain Gjalland does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
Never much cared for Windhelm. The place is depressing.
What a waste. Talk to Captain Gjalland if you're looking to book passage.
I can take you to any... Where are you headed? All right, then.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. Surprised you've never heard of it. It's an island northeast of here. Has a small dark elf town called Raven Rock, and a handful of Nords living in Skal Village. But I'm not going back there. It's hard to explain. I remember... The next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. There's been something strange going on there for a while. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Hold on now. I'm just a simple sailor. I never wanted to get mixed up in any of this.
This is Alf's Redarin territory. You do well to remember... Damn Ash.
Damn Ash.
Always nice to speak to someone from the mainland.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you are... I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is... This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here, and we've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Counselor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Raven Rock started out as an imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon... They left the town a shambles, and when House Redoran took over. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island... Your ignorance of our homeland. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland.
Just give them to me and put it on my account.
Remember, we're watching you.
Welcome to Raven Rock, traveler. Could I... The Dunmer have been growing food in the Ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the heart, and now with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more... No. Only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot... If you've got something to sell, I'm willing to buy it. Why don't we see what kind of deal we can make? Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Want to buy anything? Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire. It's an amulet that was made exclusively for the East Empire Company. They gave them to their workers as an incentive at one point. A kind of reward for extra effort. They're no longer being made, so they've become a collectible. I'd love to get my hands on a few of them.
I wanted it back by first harvest.
They could be anywhere on the island. If you find any while you're exploring Solstheim, bring them here. Bad. What if I told you that you're the first person that's even considered looking at my wares today? I've half a mind to contact my friends at the East Empire Company and see if they need an extra hand in Windhelm. Oh, absolutely. In fact, I've corresponded with Vittoria Vici herself more than once. You know, The lady who runs the East Empire Company warehouse in Solitude. The biggest warehouse they have in Skyrim. Bah, you're just like the rest of the folks around here. Mark my words. The East Empire Company will return to Raven Rock. And when they do, the question you should be asking is, what don't I sell here? Because I have pretty much any supplies you might need. If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I have it.
That isn't my problem. I was clear when I loaned Garvin the money that I wanted it back by first harvest.
Jarland, over at the docks, brings me most of my supplies, and the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh, Glover Mallory gets me a few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up. Take a look. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave no stone unturned. Adro, a word.
Damn Ash.
If it wasn't for the bulwark, we'd be digging our houses out from beneath the...